Hi, I'm Mike. I make music as domestic scene and just wanted to make a quick video. I just the other day got another copy of my favorite book. It's called Art and Fear. It's by David Biles and Ted Orland. And this is the third copy of this book that I've gotten. I gave the other two away to people when it seemed appropriate. But this book has kind of always stuck in my head, and really it's just a book that breaks down a lot of the reasons why we don't make art. Kind of the underlying premise is it's a lot easier to stop making things than it is to continue making things. So there's a lot of things that we tell ourselves day to day as we're making doubts about ourselves, doubts about what we're making, doubts about what other people will think about what we're making, and so on. And this book just addresses that. But it's relevant because I've been in a couple of conversations lately that really had me thinking about this idea of making quantity as a vehicle for finding quality. It was just January, right? So lots of people were putting out tons of jams, and I know a few people got something done every single day, and I have so much respect for that. I myself started halfway through the month. It's hard for me to get time to work on music with my wife and my daughter and just work and regular responsibilities, but I did my best, and I got 6 of them. And for the most part, I liked them, like at 5 of them at least. So it was kind of an eye-opening experience for me. And so I just want to read this one part of this book and then talk about it a little bit. It says, "But while you may feel you're just pretending that you're an artist, there's no way to pretend that you're making art. Your work may not be what curators want to exhibit or publishers want to publish, but those are different issues entirely. You make good work by, among other things, making lots of work that isn't very good and gradually weeding out the parts that aren't good, the parts that aren't yours. It's called feedback, and it's the most direct route to learning your own vision. It's also called doing your work." And that kind of gets down to it for me. What happened really specifically is this guy, it's another producer that I know in town, bumped into him at a bar, and he kind of pulled me aside and said something that seemed, I think it was a compliment, but it just felt a little strange. And he said that he liked a song that I had put out, but he knew it wasn't me. It wasn't like my strongest work. And he said that SoundCloud is not a place to be putting your just whatever you come up with. It's a place to be putting your best work. And his advice to me was that I should just go and spend a year working on one song and make it the best song that I can possibly make. And it kind of triggered me because I just fundamentally disagree with that idea. I think that there's a thing called paralysis by overanalysis, right? We try to get to perfection and stop ourselves and edit ourselves in the middle of what we're doing and just let it get into our head and never make any progress. And so often I've spent so long working on a track, and when I go back and listen to the very first mix, when I had just like a short little bit of it in a loop and I just bounced it out to listen to it on headphones or something, like months previously, I'll end up loving that first mix and listening to what I have created after months of working on it and hating it. And then I give up on it, never release it. And I just think that we're all making music to the best of our ability when we're making music and not editing ourselves in the middle of it. And I guess I'm making this as an encouragement to you and to myself, that the act and the practice of getting into our spaces wherever we like to create music and working on something, even if it isn't, the next hit single or anything, that action is always going to produce positive results in our lives, right? It's going to produce positive results eventually in our music too. And you're not pretending to be a musician just because you're not making a hit song every day. Comparing whatever you're working on to whatever you love in the moment is not a way to get a song made. Compare it later on, yeah, sure, that's quality control, really. Listen to a mix against something that you like. But when you're in the moment of creation, don't edit yourself. Just let it go. Let it flow. And I think if we can all do that more often, we'll all make better music. So, cheers. I hope you found some value in this. It's a weird video, I know. But like I said, I've been thinking about it a lot. I felt pretty triggered by that conversation that I had, and yeah, just wanted to address it. So yeah, catch you next time. If you have been enjoying any of my videos, I'd appreciate it if you liked them, subscribe to my channel. Trying to do this. Yeah, bye.